Today's video is brought to you by the Ridge Wallet. Live more, carry less. I have the carbon fiber model here, a sleek, nice design that holds everything you need. A few credit cards in the slot here, just slide it right in and push it out with your thumb. Money, little clip bungee on the back. Beautiful, sleek design. Absolutely love this thing. I don't like to carry much, so this is perfect for your pocket, your back pocket, throw it in your car, you're good to go. Just getting my room warmed up. Got the bent grass putting surface. It's just not installed totally yet. We've got that happening. Don't worry, full video on this whole thing coming up soon once it's all put together. So it's just gonna take a little bit of time. And while I'm down here, I'm thinking about saving par, going through some of my mess ups in my mind while I'm down here. So saving par episode 2 coming at you. Let's check it out. So the mental game in golf is so critical, and even, the pros get messed up. You kind of get off track and it's just hard to get back. Even when they have a caddy, so many times you're like, dude, you're sitting on the couch going, what are you doing? Stop, somebody tackle that guy. And so if they struggle with it at the highest level of golf, we're gonna struggle with it a lot more than we realize. This empty space here, this is my monitor for it. So this is my TrackMan computer and stuff. So this is gonna go here. I'm gonna get a little stand to prop this up so it's a little higher. I might wall mount it. The touch screen, so that'll be cool. And then the impact screen will be over here, and it'll be cool. The only thing I'm debating is in the mat, it looks cool now and I could putt the whole room, but we're supposed to cut out a section to put the hitting area. You can't really hit off the green, so I just don't want to. I like being able to putt in the full room, so might have to come up with another solution for the hitting portion. We'll see about that. But anyways, back to the round. If you notice here, I was at the Lake Arrowhead course, and mentally all day I kept making pretty bad decisions. But here on this particular hole, long hole, so I want to hit driver, and you see me on the tee box practicing something I was working on in my swing. So what happens is I have an inside out swing. So meaning I'm attacking from the inside pretty severely. So I'm trying to correct that, right? So to do that, you gotta feel like you're coming over the top. So that's fantastic, right? Here's the deal. What happens is I'm practicing a cut swing, but I'm setting up for a draw shot. And what it does is my shot is a push draw. And if I'm practicing what I'm practicing, what's gonna happen is, because I haven't mastered it, I'm gonna hit a push with no draw. Now, that's exactly what happened. Hit a great drive, it pushed with no draw, because I'm practicing the wrong swing mechanics on the wrong hole at the wrong time, and I'm set up for the wrong shot. It's all wrong. And consequently, I hit it into the penalty area, took a drop, and then tough situation, tough angle, tough everything. If I was thinking correctly, I would have set up on the right side of the tee box, aimed down the left side, practiced the same thing, and hit a push, and I would have been right in the middle of the fairway. But I didn't do that. And therefore, huge mental error, and it resulted in the fantastic double bogey. You see, this would be the area where the hitting mat would be, and it wouldn't be able to putt across it. So that would kind of mess things up for me a little bit. So anyways, You would think, right? You would think I would learn my lesson in course management or decision making. So a couple holes later, what I did was I used, instead of using a driver or something, I was going to play it safe and use a hybrid. Fantastic, right? And this was a short little dog leg left. And what I did was, so instead of changing my swing thought or my setup or anything like that, all I did was change clubs. I did everything else exactly the same. And I hit the exact same shot, right? Because I didn't change anything other than the club. So it's just going to do the exact same thing, but come up shorter. It did, but it was still in the penalty area. And once again, took a drop, hit the green, 2-putted, bogey. So here's 3 shots I just gave away because of, right here, mental mistakes. And it didn't need to happen. So what I did was later, a couple weeks later, thinking about it, I made a different decision. And here's how that went down. There's going to be a retractable screen over here, so I'll have full use of the room when the screen's up. So it's not blocking doors or anything like that. That's going to be awesome. So here's what I'm saying about saving par. Sometimes most of the time, what happens is we think about saving par in terms of, hey, I hit a bad shot and I need to save par, right? You hit it in the trees and you're punching out, or you missed the green and you're in the bunker and you got to get up and down. You saved par. You did something like that. That's saving par. But many times, believe it or not, saving par could come from your decision off the tee box. You got to think a little differently here. So I'm at Stonebridge, and it's a fairly long par 4. So ideally, you would want to hit a driver. But here's the thing. I'm working on this, but I hit that push draw. So my misses with the push draw are way right or pull hook left. Those are my misses. Not the kind of misses you want if you really want to have a great golf game. You want your misses to be one or the other, but not both. So with my swing, and I've been working on it, so that's where we're at. So we have the slight dog leg left. If you go straight, it goes too far, you're in the trees. If you pull hook it, and you're in trouble, you're in the trees too. So all my misses get me in big trouble. And so what I did was, instead of going for distance, I laid back. And I was gonna say, hey, I'm going to have over 200 yards for my second shot into the green, but I'd rather be in the fairway with a chance to put it on the green and have control over that situation. I'd rather have that scenario than in the trees trying to punch something up there and play a punch cut or whatever and hope it gets close to the green, right? So I'm putting all the control in my favor and say, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to get in the fairway, because from 200 or 220 even, I could probably stay out of the trees from that point forward. But with the driver, all my misses are gonna get me in big trouble. So I made my decision this time on the tee box and put myself in the fairway. Okay, so I'm in the fairway and I have 207 and I'm gonna hit a 4-iron. This is great. So long second shot. Don't be afraid of long second shots into the green, okay? It's better to have a long second shot into the green from the fairway than a short second shot into the green from the trees. And unless you're on the PGA Tour, those guys can get away with spraying it a little bit because they're gonna be so far and they're so good with the wedge game and getting up and down that they can afford to take bigger risks than the rest of us. So 207 into the green, pressure's kind of off. even though it's long shot. And guess what? Did I hit the green? No, I didn't. I came up short of the green. Well, short right. Just barely missed the bunker, which I wasn't too worried about that bunker, but I'd rather not be in it than in it. And had plenty of green to work with. The pin was right in the center of the green, so I could have missed either side. But I missed the right side, uphill little lie, and I kind of hit a chunk chip shot, which is a safe play because you're in, it's gonna roll out a little bit more and you can kind of get away with it if you chunk it with the bounce of the club into the ground. So you want to chunk with the bounce, which is on the sole of the club, okay? It's really the sole. The bounce is just the angle, right? So we did a little chunk deal, rolls up there, left me about 4 or 5 footer, 4 par, and made it. But that par came as a result of my decision on the tee box. I was saving par before I hit my first shot. It was already in my mind. I said, hey, this is a safe par hole, and therefore I'm hitting this shot, this 5-wood off the tee, as opposed to the driver, right? So my mindset was to save par from the very, very beginning. There were no surprises there. So don't feel like you have to bomb it all the time. That's not always important. Lay back off the tee. Don't be afraid to even take a long iron if you're cool with that off the tee box. Well, not this, but these are saving par clubs. The 4-iron, the hybrid, the 5-wood, those are just as much save par clubs as your wedge and your putter, okay? People think of saving par, they think right here. But many times, your decisions to save par could come from here and here. So next time you go play on the golf course, you're not don't just say, hey, here's my one swing thought of the day. Today or next time, you're just gonna have a different mental approach to the game than you ever had before. Try that instead of trying to do something there, and work that into your pre-shot routine instead. Try it out, see how it works. Let me know. Love you guys. Saving par is the name of the game. See you guys in the next video.